So do you think are there any other activities that students can take part in?
Yeah, beyond the clubs, we have, I know it's kind of a club at BUV still, but they have a volunteer club. So they go out within the community and help do different things, do things for the disadvantaged as well. We have collaborations also with companies like BritCham, or organisations, should I say. And then there are other events as well that universities make available to students, things like tailored, improving these skills which are tailored towards one exact skill. And then there are other things such as the student governing activities like joining the SAC. The SAC at BUV, the Student Association Committee, they do so much for the university. Yeah. And when they graduate, I think employers really value that when it's written on their CV because of the amount of experiences that they've gone through. And then, yeah, maybe networking events also. I always tell my students, if you're applying for university, you should always go there with an open mind and try to take advantage of any opportunities that you have because you never know where it might lead you in the future.
And sometimes when we don't know what we should do and we're lost in our ways to find out the passion, joining those communities can help us to find out the answer.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So among all of those activities, how the students can know which one they should join?
I think first of all it depends on whether they are a person who just wants to do something that they enjoy, or if they're a person who wants to get involved in lots of different activities. They are not hard to find. My experience at college, university and BUV and also my university in the UK, they have an open day where you can go and join these club societies. You can sign up for volunteer work. And they're constantly sending things like emails or alerts for you to know whether there are certain events coming up. I think for the students, the most important thing is to think about what it's going to do for you in the future in terms of development.
That's right. And once you get into for instance, a club at school, and you're becoming more responsible with what you're doing, and soon you will become a responsible citizen, and also maybe an employee in the company. Yeah. I think it's a well preparation for you ahead. So, what students should do to make the most out of taking part in those activities?
I think, like I said, approach all of these activities with an open mind. Yep. And I think be prepared to put yourself outside of your comfort zone. Yes. Yeah, because, for example, I was somebody who, before I was teaching, I was somebody who was very afraid to stand up in front of a group of people and speak. But doing things like my experience with my accounting club at Staffordshire University, it was just a club, it wasn't a teaching job at all. But my experience there has definitely benefited me for the job that I'm doing now. Yes. Yeah, so I think an important thing is putting yourself outside of that comfort zone and just trying to do as many things as you can in terms of trying to develop those different skills.
Definitely, stepping out of your comfort zone and be ready to take on the challenge and not be afraid, because I think the only way to overcome that fear is to face that fear and conquer it. Yeah. So that should be a key takeaway for the students who are watching this. Just not be afraid to take part in anything, just go ahead, you do it. You can do it so well.